Hollywood podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the Hollywood podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the Hollywood podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the Hollywood podcast. You're watching the new one live.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the New Watch. We'll take it from here. I'm Jimmy, and with us, as always, Mr. Tony York.
Good morning, people.
Good morning, Tony.
Jimmy.
Good morning. Well, as we all know, I am not a human being.
Not necessarily good morning here either.
Yeah,
Doing some fucking labor Saturday and Sunday.
got tendons and ligaments holding on by strings.
I don't know. I don't feel like anything's holding on to anything right now. I feel like everything's broke, torn, and bruised.
That sucks, man. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you.
I never liked handling the concrete block shit junk. So I had done a bit of concrete work when I was young, but goddamn at 60, it really sucks.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'd imagine. I would definitely imagine.
Probably the worst of it is trying to get down on your hands and knees and stuff in rocky ground. Because every time you move, you're on a fucking pointy ass rock. With the touchy part of your knee.
The
Mike
bone,
says he
the
can't
bone
hear
part.
me.
Can't hear you?
That's what he's saying.
Talk louder. Can he hear you at all, or can he just not hear your audio because your audio's on over here on my end?
So there's nothing wrong with mine that I know of.
I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, it shows up on the Discord that I'm coming over, so I don't know.
Maybe we'll
Might be
just have
time
a.
to get a new computer.
Maybe we'll just try the show without Tony today. Just be me responding. Hold on. I don't.
Unheard questions and comments.
Get a what?
Said to unheard questions and comments.
Yeah, I'll just respond. Just responding. I'll make sure that they hear it. When you ask me a question, I'll ask the question. I'll repeat the question.
Very faint. Be sure my Discord had the settings changed.
I could crank you up all the way, but I've never done that before, though. Neither one of us are up all the way, but I could crank it up if it's a problem today. Let's see.
Gotta figure out how to do it. Ain't don't really fuck with it.
I could do it on my end. I haven't fucked with these levels, though, so they should all still be the same. Let's see here. Behind the scenes. New watch today for you fellers.
Everything here is turned up all the damn way.
Mm-hmm.
That works.
How about now? Mikey or anybody? Talk, Tony.
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
You're loud as shit right now. I don't know.
When I did the mic test over Discord, it was loud as shit too.
My OBS thing was turned up all the way, but then I changed the settings. So now you should be loud as fuck. You should be unbalancedly loud.
Well, good. I should be heard over you anyway. Seniority. I'm older.
Yeah, that is true.
How's it working, Mikey? I ain't gonna yell because I don't have the fucking energy for that.
Well, while you talk about that, I watched this movie. Do you like spooky movies?
Sometimes I gotta be in the mood.
Do you like the fast, action-packed, gory, spooky movies, or do you like slow burn kind of spooky movies?
I honestly can't tell you. I don't know that I've ever really contemplated that.
Oh, okay. Because this one was sort of like a slow one that I watched. It's from 2016. It was called a fuck. Um, a spook. It wasn't called a spooky song. That'd be dumb as fuck. It was something a song. Fuck. I forgot what the fuck the movie was called now. Ain't that a bitch? But it was about this lady like got a fucking like a spirit summoner or whatever to come over to her house because she wanted to talk to her dead son. Then well no, first it was for love. Then she told the guy that it was for her dead son. And then after they were doing the fucking ritual for a little while, he figured out that she was lying and it was for to get revenge on her son's killers. So that's what they're like trying to summon this guardian angel for, is to go get revenge on the son's killers. And then the fucking and then it like goes from there. It gets wacky. She like starts thinking that it's not working and that he's playing her. I don't want to do too many spoilers in case people do watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. But fucking like he tricks her. He tells her that there's gonna be ritual sex involved in the fucking ritual, and so he makes her like get naked and put makeup on and shit like that, and he's jerking off in his pants, and then he fucking comes, and then she's like, "Oh, I thought we were supposed to do the ritual." And he's like, "There's no ritual, sex ritual. There's no sex magic in this ritual. I just needed to get me rocks off or something." It was the funny. Parts of this movie were hilarious, so I would recommend it for sure. I just don't know what the
Okay.
fuck it's called. A Dark Song.
Dark song.
A Dark Song is on Amazon. It's all right.
Must. Okay, it's all right. So, is that a must watch from Jimmy or?
Not a must watch now, but there is titties in there. It's spooky. It does get spooky towards the end. I'm giving it a fucking an A minus,
Okay.
an A minus, not an A, not an A plus. Right below a B plus. Right below a B plus. So yeah,
You know,
there you go.
completely off that sort of topic. I was sitting, me and the old lady sitting in the Huddle House down there in Poplar Bluff Sunday morning. Eat breakfast and then head home. Well, we're going to unload all the shit in the truck in a minute. I'm sitting there, and this guy at the table next to us talking to another guy there. And he says, I said, I gave up drinking when I found out I was allergic to alcohol.
You said this?
No, this guy sitting at this table
I was
said
gonna
this.
say it sounds retarded.
He says, I don't, I've not heard anybody being allergic. Well, every time I drank, I broke out in handcuffs.
That's funny.
I mean, it
Okay.
was fucking funny as shit.
That's funny. Not like these other fucking nerds that I see that say that they're allergic to drugs and alcohol. I just say when somebody tells me they're allergic to pot or something like that, I just say you need to just smoke more.
That's right, build up that immunity.
Yeah, that's all. You're allergic to alcohol? Drink more. Yeah, you just need your tolerance built.
I fucking ticks down there. I had 5 different ticks on me.
Oh my god, I hate ticks. Yuck.
First time I've had ticks in fucking 20 years.
God, I hate ticks. Yeah, I see. I never had. The only time I ever dealt with ticks was when I was younger, and I went like camping and shit like that. I would worry about ticks. And then, fucking like 2 years ago, um, one of my buddies, this fucking has like his uncle had a stray dog, and or I don't know what the fuck he did with it. He let it like live with him at a fucking car lot for a little bit, and this motherfucker had ticks on it the size of your fucking pinky nail. That's how
Yeah.
much. That's like how long they were on there for, feasting on this motherfucker, man. It was crazy. Oh, they're gross. They're the worst.
Yeah, I did not like it at all. And
Did you give
actually,
them a chance to fucking feed? Were they big? Were they little ones?
no, they were little,
Oh, okay, good. Thank God.
but they were on me for probably a day because we found it when we went home. After we got home, and we'd have been spending. Well, I guess we was out there Sunday morning for a while, so it would have been morning.
Jesus. Now you know you got to do tick checks every fucking time. Tick check, honey.
We're gonna throw a can of fucking bug spray in the goddamn vehicle too. I got several cans off for when I go hunting, but fuck, I didn't think it was anything to worry about yet.
Yeah, that's a preventative measure, but I would still do tick checks at the end of the day. Fuck,
If you ain't shitting,
fuck that, man. That sucks. That
uh,
sucks. But it's no deal breaker though, obviously, right?
no, fuck no. Ticks are part of being outdoors.
No, Scotty, I said just above a B plus. A minus is just above a B plus. However the fuck you want to word it, I don't give a fuck.
Anyway, we went and got a bunch of concrete blocks to make the pillars for the cabin,
Yeah.
and hauled them out to the site. Well, this site, to get to this site, the road is exceptionally rough. More of a path carved into the side of the rock hillside. And, the truck don't like it loaded, but it's four-wheel drive with low range, so I put it in low range and eased up it, so I didn't break anything except fucking exhaust. Uh, get up there and we do what we're going to do with the block. The pillars dug, leveled, stood up. And now, in the driving down there, it was rainy early Saturday morning. I didn't think it was super windy, but it might be. Truck got 17.1 miles a gallon, which was better than it did on the last trip, but still not all that great.
No,
So I
not the
figured out
best.
that I broke freaking tailpipe loose from the muffler from God only knows what, but it's all that rough country. Drive home, the truck gets 19.5. And the engine light kick comes on, and I code read it. It says it's running too rich in the downside of the catalytic converter. So the last oxygen sensor is showing rich. And I'm thinking, okay, now this thing didn't break rich, code rich when it was doing fucking 14 miles a goddamn gallon. But now that it's doing damn near 20,
You're getting good mileage? Broken catalytic converter.
the catalytic converters are new. I just put them on it last year, year before last. I've replaced about every fucking thing you can replace in son of a bitch now.
What the fuck is
I
wrong with the catalytic converter?
I don't think anything. What I did was I had that 6 gallons of gas that I've had here for 2 years. Well, before I went and filled it up to leave, I put 3 gallons of it in the truck, and then when I got down there, before I filled it up again, I put the other 3 gallons. And, I ain't buying fucking. I won't get it.
So you were running on a 50-50 fucking gas, 50 fucking sludge mix?
Kinda.
Kinda.
So I just reset the code and let's see where it goes. I'm gonna get on and order a new muffler tailpipe for it today. Place that. I think I'll go ahead and order the intermediate pipe because that'll be the only piece of exhaust left that ain't been replaced. Because I put the catalytic converters in the crossover on Sunday. First got it. But if it stays up there at 19 miles a gallon, I may not do nothing. Just take the tailpipe hanging there off.
Yeah.
No tailpipe.
I was gonna say, with that kind of gas mileage, man, I'd fucking just keep it broke.
Well, it was running around there whenever I drive it before out of it. It would get up there right around 20, which, depending on when and shit, it would drop down to 19, but 19 or 20 is where it was going. But this year, it's been staying around 15 or 16. What the fuck is wrong with this bitch?
Maybe it
Kind of
was
wonder
what?
if maybe the fucking rear resonator is somewhat plugged up on it.
I was gonna say maybe it was broken, but it didn't. It just registered it now that it's fixed.
Don't know. It threw the code as we was leaving out and down there, so I think that it's largely due to the bad gas I put in it intentionally. And we'll see. I'll run it a while, reset the code a couple of times. If it throws it again, if it don't, fuck it.
Well, there you go, folks. If you want to get better gas mileage, use old shitty gas. You'll be
Well,
fine.
I didn't want to just throw away that fucking $30 worth of gas that I paid $12 for.
Yeah, no
Hell, less
shit.
than that. It was $1.49 when I bought it. That's $8. 10, somewhere in there.
$1 for it. So this gas is from 1997.
No, yeah, 2 years ago. It was in the. God, I think it was like just under $1.50 in Missouri. Uh, Back pressure don't help you breathe better. I got emphysema, kind of the same concept. Uh, the uh, the whole trip was just. It was supposed to fucking storm all goddamn day Saturday, and the rain had stopped by 8 a.m. by the time we got down there, and it was fucking beautiful goddamn day all day long until dark. Then storms started rolling. Hell, we was already back at the hotel and showered and shit by then. But got all the pillars level, which is it's a bitch to do that shit on rocky ground. Cause you take out a big rock, and you got to fill the hole, pack the fucking thing in, and shit like that. I regret now not doing what I first thought was and come in with a fucking loader and level the place off, put gravel down. But too late now.
Why? It's already leveled?
No, I already decided to go the other route.
Ah.
I just,
Sean's saying a bunch of scientifically mechanical shit. I don't know.
yeah, but it's all misinformation.
I tried, Sean.
Oh wait a minute, that I thought he said that's why K&N filters improve mileage. I was thinking, no, they don't. Sorry, Sean,
Yeah.
misread that. Uh, we did that K&N filter on a couple of new trucks at work. Every time it made the mileage worse. They don't like being in an engine compartment without that box to suck in air out from under the fender. Too fucking hot. Nah, I really think that it's due to the gas that I put in the truck because it showed that it throwed the code twice. Well, it won't trip the light until the second time. Because they will, on occasion, show Richard and kind of ignores it the first time. And I realize now that I can't read the fucking writing on my tablet anymore, man. I gotta get some more glasses.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, that's little.
can't wait for my eyesight to be completely shit. One of the things I'm looking forward to.
Uh, a lot of the time in your day-to-day activities, it don't make that much difference. I mean, like driving, you can still see road signs, and your brain will tell you what that octagon sign means without you actually reading the stop on
Yeah. As long as you can still see the lines, you're fine.
it.
I've drove before without my fucking contacts or glasses, and when I was younger, I only had glasses. I drove without my glasses on, and fucking, as long as you can see them blurry white lines and stay in the middle of them,
Just
and
think of it like driving on acid.
yeah, yeah, it's the same thing. I know now that the traffic isn't coming my way. I know that, so I could just keep going.
The Dakota's got separate coil packs for each plug. The gas still that I put in it still kind of smelled like gas, but you could tell it was going bad. Uh, why I didn't put all 6 gallons in it at once. I figured 3 gallons in a tank of 25 gallons, it could uh, make its way through that. I could have been wrong. I'm thinking that's probably why it threw the code. Either that or I might have tore off fucking wire on the oxygen sensor too. I haven't got into it and looked yet. I suppose I will if it throws the code again, or I decide to buy the muffler and tailpipe and put on, which I'm planning to do. I like it quiet. And it's still quiet with the muffler on it, but it's not as quiet as it was. And this truck does something that this first vehicle I've ever had to do it is when you're running on cruise control and you start down a hill, if it picks up enough speed, like 3 miles an hour, it'll downshift. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Just let it fucking wind up to where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Uh, but no, the son bitch downshifts. I know that's costing gas money. It'd be way better if you hit the bottom of the hill and it was coasting at 80 instead of staying at 75. Or actually, driving back, I kept the speed limit the whole day. Maybe 1 mile an hour over. I was just wanting to see what mileage was going to do. I did that coming down too. The thing that I changed on the truck before this trip is I aired up the fucking tires. The tires all were down around 20. I aired them up to 40. Yeah, it's to use the engine as a brake. But when it switches back over from braking to actual applying power, it doesn't downshift or doesn't upshift back until it hits the gas first. So I know that's costing me like 2 drops of gas every time it does. I'm on fixed income, man. That every drop counts.
Yeah, even if it's 30 years old.
And if and it's appropriate that I put gas in it that I bought in Missouri 2 years ago. Oh hell, here you go. Here's a good one. I bought 2 cartons of cigarettes down there.
How much?
How much do you think I saved from there to here?
I'll just say how much you spent. So 2 cartons, I'm gonna say $60.
Saved $70.
You saved $70?
Yes.
So what was the 2 cartons then? $30?
The 2 cartons were $120.
What? And you
If I
paid?
bought them here, it'd be 200.
Huh?
They're $10 a pack.
What? Holy fucking shit.
$6.50 in Missouri.
Well, you know what? It ain't too far off because it's like $80 a carton, so that's like $1.60. Yeah.
I got them for $120 down there for 2 cartons for both. Not they're 60 a piece.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The old lady's like, I've been telling you to do that every time we come down here. I never think about it when I stop.
Holy shit.
So
Yeah, I'm paying $80 for some Newport, Shawnee.
yeah, I'm exaggerating a little. They're not quite 100. They're 98 a carton here.
That's still closer. You're closer to 200 than I am. God damn, Illinois fucking taxes the shit out of tobacco.
You know it.
Golly.
I did buy 4 packages of CCI mini mag too, though.
Smokes are outpacing bricks at 22. Oh yeah, no shit.
I went into Academy Sports for the first time in my life I've ever seen one. They got one down there. Not anything uh, outstandingly cheap that I saw. The CCIs were $10 per 100, which is pretty much what I've seen them anywhere online for. I have looked here, but they're more than here tax.
Right, yeah.
I go down there and I forgot to take my damn driver's license Ford card off of my calculator and put it back in my wallet when I ordered the bird shot from Brownells. And I'm down there, I go get this ammo, I open up my wallet, I don't have fucking ID in it. Fuck. Oh, this is Missouri. All you gotta be able to do is prove you're over 21, and I can see that's obvious, so you got no problem. Wow, I like this freedom shit. It's pretty cool.
That was for what? For ammo?
Yeah,
See,
yeah, I couldn't buy a handgun down there if I wanted to yet.
I'm glad that, yeah, you need ID, but I'm glad that I fucking, man, I haven't had to deal with that ammo bullshit at all ever in my life. Using
You
fucking,
realize that if you come to Illinois, you wouldn't have to deal with it here. You
why
could go
not?
into a store and show your fucking driver's license and buy ammo.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I don't like that at
You,
all.
being in state, you have to have a fucking Ford card to buy ammo. You don't live here.
Oh, I gotta have,
Me,
oh, really?
yeah, me and the guy running the cash register at the farm fleet store and the guy that was buying the ammo, uh, we had got into a discussion about this right there. This guy brought the ammo up to the counter, sat on there, and he said, I need to see your Ford. He said, I don't have one. He said, but I got a driver's license. He said, I'm not from Illinois. So he shows him his driver's license. The guy said, okay, that's fine. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hold on a second. Yeah,
And
that's
the
fucking
farm fleet
hilarious.
guy said, yeah, this is the stupidest bullshit ever. He said, you can come in from out of state and buy ammo with an ID.
That is fucking crazy. Not the buying from out of state, not that. I mean, that's crazy too, I guess, but that's just crazy that you gotta have a fucking ID to buy ammo, man. That's nuts.
Well, it is nuts. I don't bitch about it too much because initially it's not that big of a deal expense-wise. It costs $10. And then the time you have to wait, which is probably 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But after that, you've got it for 10 years. It costs you $1 a year, but still, it ain't free.
Hmm.
And that slimy fucking Pritzker wants to raise it to $50. I went out of here before then.
Yeah, Illinois sucks.
Anyway, the old lady was saying, yeah, every time you come down here, you should just pick up a couple cartons of cigarettes.
Hell
I'm like,
yeah.
well, I could do that. Eventually, storage is going to become a problem if I come down here every 2 weeks because I don't smoke 2 cartons in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get one of those little mini fridges or something, or another one.
What the hell? I got one.
And then get another one for just strictly for cigarettes.
I Now I don't get a big pile of shit to fucking have to load up and haul down there when we move.
Mm, yeah.
That's most of my purchases these days are with that in mind. Do I want to buy this shit now
Or just wait till
or
you're already
wait?
there. Yeah. That makes
Well,
sense.
with the reloading supplies and stuff, my thoughts are, I want to get what I can get now because maybe later we won't be able to get it at all. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen, but I do believe it's possible. Mikey said he don't have the gun yet, but he committed to making a cowboy rig, ordered $72 worth of leather.
That is a commitment. For sure. I can't wait to see what the fucking holster looks like. I like to see what he does. So, he does good work on shit. I like to see the after product.
I'm as curious about the belt.
He should start fucking AIs. All you got to do, right? Maybe you don't want to do it. I don't care. Whatever. But I'm just saying, I think it'd be interesting content to fucking like show the making process. I know you've done it before already, kinda, but I think that'd be awesome to have like a little GoPro helmet on or some shit like that, and maybe something more efficient than that. But I don't know. It'd
Is
be
that
good
a
content. I'd watch it.
is that going to be a single holster rig or two?
I thought he
If the
only got
leather
one of them.
costs $72 for what he's making, it's a single holster. You can buy a fucking double rig. Uh, God, I've seen them made out of leather for like $169.
He wants to make his own though.
I think I paid somewhere around $250 for mine. No, I'm just saying make them to try to sell it. You know, compete with the Chinese.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the ones I've seen that were the cheap ones like that didn't look bad. Uh, couldn't really see where they were a lot different from what I had. And I don't pay attention to where mine was made at. They might have been made in China too. I got a fair amount of engraving on the leather that I don't.
What do you mean engraving
I,
like an eagle or something like that?
all the tooling shit done. It's mostly kind of looks like clamshell. You know the patterns they put on leather. They had these punches that had kind of a clamshell look to them.
Yeah.
That's what this is covered in shit. I've never
Oh.
had straight plain leather.
He said it's his first one. Don't expect much. Single holster. I don't know. You're pretty talented at the shit, Oz.
I just want to see you video the part where you make the ammo loop.
Ain't that the easiest part?
From the way I look at it, it looks like it's going to be the most tedious fucking part.
You fucking lock in one side of the little leather loop, and then you put a bullet in there, make sure it's the right size, and then lock in the other side of the loop. Right? Am I
And
right?
repeat 24 times.
I would do it even 30. My OCD
Well,
would kick in at that time. 20
you
or 30.
probably have more open space there being wider than
Fuck you, Tony.
Hey, you opened up for that one, you dumbass. There's only so much leather you can put in to a 32-inch belt, or so many loops you can put into a 32-inch belt. You don't want to cover them by holster.
Yeah, well, 30. You said you got a 32 waist?
Yes, close enough.
Okay. Well, first of all, that's a little chubby. Second of all, I'm only at 36, so I'm four more ahead of you.
That's about 6 rounds ammo.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. Oh shit. Let's talk about guns on this fucking Second Amendment show, anyways.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, So, just real quick, something real fast. Um, it's every second matters day today, and people are gonna fucking wear their guns out in the open and all that shit. Um, you know how I feel about open carry. I don't think that it's a smart decision tactically. I don't think it's a smart decision socially. I don't think it's a smart decision, period. I think that, I mean, look at it like this. When you're playing poker, right? Would you show everybody your cards?
Look, you're preaching to the choir here. I completely agree with the tactical advantage of concealed carry.
Okay.
Oh shit, Mike can haul a whole box of damn ammo.
Oh God. Um,
You do that ammo belt, let me know and what you think you might do to make a freaking bandolier.
for what? Shotgun?
No, pistol.
For a bandolier for pistol? Why don't you at least one of them rifles or something you got?
Well, the rifle I got takes the same caliber as a pistol, you ding dong.
Oh yeah, that's right. 44. Yeah, you're a pistol carbine kind of guy. Um,
And the 44, you make the loops to fit 44, 45, 45, 70 fit it.
yeah, yeah, and it'll be no, it wouldn't even be that snug of a fit.
Oh, it's
It'll be
you have you want to put when you make them and you make everything get it set up and dyed and whatnot. You'll want at least one made 45, 70 shell to jam down in those spuckers so you can put the regular rounds in them fairly easy.
yeah.
'Cause it is bigger, but it's not bigger enough to make it not fit. It will go in there and stay. Yeah, when I was doing the Halloween thing, that's how I had it. I had the 45 Colts on each side, and then right in the middle of the back, I had four 45 70.
That's the thing too. Halloween, people could walk around with real guns and nobody will really be none the wiser. Cop can't pull over everybody and say, "Hey, is that a real gun? Hey, is that a real gun?"
Well, see, I have that duster, so I can still conceal carry with it.
Oh yeah,
Which
that's
is what I
okay.
did.
Damn, don't hit that. I want a duster real bad. Just so I could like jump off of things and it could follow behind me, flow in the air behind me and shit. Kind of like a cape almost.
Uh, these things, this is a, what the fuck brand is?
Ozzy,
Oh,
how
God,
much would it cost for you to make me a duster?
they're not leather, they're canvas.
I want a leather one.
Yeah, you won't be able to carry that around.
I
Fucking
want a
away as much buffalo robe.
I want a leather dust. I got $1,000 put to the side. I want a leather duster and I want some fucking. I want a built-in leather holster on the inside pocket, the inside breast pocket.
Well, you want to make your tits look bigger?
Maybe a little bit over to the side. Make it like it's a shoulder holster, but inside the jacket.
Uh, God, I think this. I want to say it's a Dakota brand, but maybe not. Uh, I it was canvas duster, but it's kind of top of the line for authentic stuff.
Right, yeah.
And I think I paid like less than $150.
Well,
It
leather. I'm
surprised me.
thinking if I get a whole leather duster, I'm thinking $1,000 is kind of
Oh,
cheap.
I was going to say 1,000 is going to be.
And
Uh,
you could get the inside lining of it for the.
but this thing I got's uh, actually a working duster set up for you to use on horseback. It's hard to describe because I don't know what all the shit does. There's several ways to tie it to your legs. Uh, all kinds of shit that I didn't realize was even there when I bought it. I just went and fucking drape over it, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna still keep dreaming, Oz. Don't worry about that. It says he can barely make the video. He's not even sure he can make the belt. Dream on. He
Well,
says if
hell, the
everyone.
belt's easy, man. You just fold the fucking thing over on one end with the buckle in there, and then poke some holes in it. Then you get you a little thin strap of leather and make loops on the back. Be able to have that done in half a day.
Sammy says
I
if
re-
everyone isn't an incompetent dumbass, then sure, open carry to your heart's content. I mean, I don't
well,
care. I'm not telling anybody what to or not to do. That.
right, but it's just if you're using wisdom, it's tactically smarter to steal the gun.
Yeah,
Better
absolutely.
no one knows as to everybody.
And
I,
there's better ways to start conversations than is that a gun on your hip?
there's a lot to be said for the guns that I favor that you would think would be forming my opinions to open carry because most of what I got is meant to be seen. You know, like the 29 is a showpiece because here again, the 629 polished stainless steel looks like it's a bright nickel plated gun. The Ruger, the Super Blackhawk Hunter, it's fucking massive. You ain't got a high deck bunker anywhere.
Did
Uh,
he didn't Dirty Harry or am I mistaken? I might be mistaken it for the fucking the auto mag, but didn't he have a shoulder rig?
yeah, yeah, he can see it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But
So,
I'm not 6'3".
oh gosh, there's always a problem.
I mean, if I wear the dust jacket, I can conceal it, but regular jacket, you're going to see the barrel sticking out the bottom on much more of a gun than that 629.
Oh well, shit. If I had a duster, you'd be hard pressed to ever get me out of that motherfucker. I'd sleep in that shit. Or maybe I should
Well,
just get a cloak, 'cause a cloak could act like a cape too, but more like a blanket too. Hmm.
similar idea.
Yeah.
The thing that you don't realize until you put the son of a bitch on is that it is kind of weighty.
Oh yeah, they're heavy. I tried. I've had one in my life that was, I guess, canvas or material or whatever the fuck it was. It wasn't a fucking leather one. And just like moving that motherfucker from a fucking hanger, that's where you really notice the heaviness of it is when you're holding it and transporting it to another area of the house or something like that. Like it was weighty, and I could only imagine if it was all leather.
Well, I say weighty because I got mine wet once. We got caught in a bit of a shower on Halloween. Got It wasn't soaked, but it was wet, and it gained several fucking pounds.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
He
believe it.
says it will be a 3-inch belt tapered down to a 1.5. You know, these belts I got, they're the full width all the way around the belt, and they're made to overlap with smaller belt pieces sewed onto them with a small buckle, like a regular sized belt buckle. He didn't have 629 shiny. Uh, uh, Stainless. Same gun though.
God, get in the house. Come on. Got these fucking. Here we are. It's not even 3 weeks fucking old. These puppies are they're 3 weeks and 2 days fucking old, and already are getting neglected by their mother. They're over here shivering and shit. Little girl, come here.
I
Go get your babies.
I carry my 629 concealed because the shoulder rig is uh, good enough that I can get it under my arm and it don't show underneath the long sleeve shirt.
I had those,
Actually,
you know, those Walmart hoodies, the ones that zipper up, not the pullover ones. That's when I used to wear my shoulder rig all the time.
yeah, it's surprising how easy you can hide a fucking gun.
Yeah, I still conceal. You're not supposed to conceal out here without a fucking permit, so I gotta go get my permit, but
Also, it ain't free there either.
yeah, not at all.
Can you open carry?
You can't, yeah, you cannot open carry. You can, they have the whole, excuse me, they have the whole constitutional carry and everything like that, but I don't. I don't. I still conceal.
I I almost always conceal. I will carry a gun open down there, but uh, I just ain't never got to it.
Yeah, but that's different though, you know.
Well,
That's
and,
different.
what I'm doing, I'll be banging the fucking gun into every goddamn thing I walk by.
Yeah, I mean at that point you're turning it into like a novelty.
I
Oh,
don't
look,
really.
he's walking his dog with his gun on. Let's, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to, I don't know. You're either a
When I'm
fucking novelty or you're a fucking, hey, that guy's got a gun. Get him first. One or the other. I
they
don't know. I'm paranoid.
they people don't sometimes think about how much of a pain in the ass it is to try to do shit with a gun on.
Yeah,
You know, I
especially if you
appendix
carry full size. Especially if you carry full size.
I appendix carry, and it's hard to be squatting down and getting down on your hands and knees and getting up and down all the time with a fucking gun on it. So when I'm working like that, I don't have the gun on.
See, I don't have that much problem. Uh, just put it at fucking 4 o'clock. But you can't do your shoulders like that, so it's a little bit more of an issue for you. But for me, it the only time it gets in my way, I gotta fucking kind of shuffle the holster over when I'm sitting down, or fucking, you know, like that type of shit.
Now, to be absolutely clear, if I was to carry that fucking Ruger, the LC380, it wouldn't be near the problem. Again, it's quite a bit smaller. But I wasn't. I had it in the bag, and I was carrying the Smith & Wesson SD9. It's a pretty good sized gun. It's the same size as a 19 Glock, but it's got really aggressive checkering on the handle, which is irritating on the skin when you're squatting down and shit.
Yeah, almost
So
maybe akin to sandpaper rubbing up and down your fucking. It ain't that
that
bad.
that would be a fitting description.
Oh, I could only imagine them fucking those. What are them Taurus guns? The G2 or whatever the fuck they are. The ones that have that really fucking aggressive like skater tape texture to their fucking on their grips. Oh
That's what's
god.
on the Smith & Wesson.
Oh god.
It's got that skater tape type stuff on the sides of it, and then it's got pretty prominent checkering on the front and back. The gun is good to grip though.
Oh yeah,
It's
for
stuff
sure.
worth.
For sure. I like those Tauruses too. I'm not talking shit about them. I like them. But
That
I couldn't carry one of them, man, without an
I had,
undershirt at least or something.
I loaded up a bunch of the snake shot in my 44. Plus, I had a box of Federal shot for the old lady to carry one of those Heritage Rough Riders down there,
Yeah.
and we never got any of it out of the bag.
That sucks. That
I mean,
sucks.
we bopped out, and at first we start looking where we're walking for snakes, and then it's like, well, there ain't shit here, and then it just kind of slipped out of your mind. You start walking around places. That's what's going to get me fucking fit is I'm walking somewhere and not paying attention.
Not looking down. But
Because usually I don't have that issue here, and I walk through the woods, I'm looking up. So I'm looking for squirrel.
but see now with that type of shit though, being in the woods and hunting and all that, that's fucking even if you're like hiking or something like that, or like Sean was in fucking Alaska or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like even all of those situations, I could understand having your gun out in the open and like nothing to fucking get in the way, no garments, no nothing. You just go straight for your gun. Like I could have it easily accessible. I could see that.
Yeah, if I was going to carry the gun, it would have been out while we was on the property.
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
because I'm carrying it for protection for snake.
Yeah. We've had a fucking couple incidences where because I got a little motion light in the back over here. I've had a couple incidents where I'll just walk around the fucking little property over here with it in my hand. Like yeah. I could understand that, but that's a different story.
Let's see what other interesting shit happened over the weekend. I don't think anything covered it all. Concrete blocks a hell of a lot cheaper than I thought they would be. I don't know how many right off the top of my head I bought, but it was enough to really squat the truck. It cost me, God, it wasn't, God, barely over $100, I think. I'd have to get the damn papers and look. But they were like, the smaller sets were $1 a piece, and the others were like $1.10. Hang on, I got them.
Well, say that ain't too bad.
First order was 56 blocks, cost me $76. And the second order was a dozen, 13. And that second order was 2-inch patio. Was patio. I was expecting to spend about $300, and I ended up spending 100. Which is why I could afford to buy 4 boxes of ammo.
Savings.
Yes.
Imagine the savings.
Could have bought fucking brick of the shit if I'd realized I was going to save so much on cigarettes.
Yeah, an extra $70 goes a long fucking way. Not that long, but you know, long enough.
Don't know. Where do we want to go now?
I was just letting you take control of the show, Tony. I don't know.
Well, I'm done with my part.
Oh, all right. Well, everybody have
So
a good day.
I I told the funny joke. I told all the bullshit that went on down there. Or
I guess I have something. Bristol woman has pleaded guilty in federal court to breaking the law by buying guns that ended up in the possession of others, federal prosecutors say. Lee Boker, 30 years old, Leah Boker, excuse me, 30 years old, pleaded guilty to a charge of making a false statement to a firearms dealer in connection with one of her purchases. Skipping. Was that literally that was the end of the ad? Or that was the end of the fucking article? Why these two engineers are focusing on marine fuels. Research peanut allergy relief. Restaurant review. Perump. Nevada's actually full of single handsome men, Tony. Oh shit. Yeah, that was the end of the fucking article. That's really stupid. Why would they even put that up? That's dumb.
does
Connecticut.
seem a little bit light on newsworthiness.
Yeah, Connecticut, you're stupid. You're stupid. Finish your stories before you put them out. But yeah, I guess she admitted to buying a gun for somebody.
Well, they
Yeah,
said she lied on a permit or paperwork.
lied to the
Yes.
dealer. Yeah. Man prohibited from owning a gun found with 3 in Fresno arrested. I wonder if he's the guy. Oh no, she was in Connecticut. He's in Fresno. Nope.
Well, once she bought them illegally, she could have mailed them to him illegally.
Officers seized 20 handguns from Palestinian gun smugglers in southern Israel. What if they were trying to get those guns to the Ukraine? What if they were trying to get those guns to the Ukraine? You just
No,
stop them.
that's a good fucking idea. We start running guns, we can just, if we get caught, say, hey, we're collecting for Ukraine.
Hey man, do you know what's going on in the Ukraine right now? And then fucking they'll be like, all right, just get out of here.
Obviously, we have to let Jimmy do the lion part because you just heard he's considerably better at it than I am.
Hey man. Or hit him with the listen. We all want this gun deal to go through, officer.
Yeah. Gets guns out of America to go to the Ukraine. He desperately needs them.
You don't want me to tell my friend Mr. Biden about this, do you? I'm sure you have a family and want a career. Want to keep your career? You want to keep taking care of your little kid that has Alzheimer's? DeSantis vows that Florida will allow people to carry firearms without permits before he is done.
You gotta love DeSantis. He's doing a lot of this shit just fucking great on the left.
Yeah, but you still can't smoke weed out there. Well,
Well,
recreationally.
conservatives ain't recreational much of anything except for shooting, fishing.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing, but you don't have to pay for it neither. Seriously, bro. It looks like DeSantis is going through the fucking thesaurus saying how to aggravate the left. And it's got a list of things that work on there, and he's just picking the next one down the list. Open carry.
Next, open carry.
Although I would have thought that would have been the top of the list, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah. I don't know. He was always fucking. He was in the news a while ago, always doing some shit.
Well, yeah, he's like, the first thing was can't say nothing gay at school. Second thing was taking all that free shit, right stuff away from Disney, saying you don't get to be your own fucking country.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the Disney thing. That's what I remember him for. I remember the whole fucking school thing too, but that's what I'm talking about. I remember the Disney thing. That was a while back.
You think maybe he's trying to convince liberals to get the fuck out of Florida, make some more room for us old people?
Yeah, right. Like people are just trying to retire and chill. No, nobody want fucking all these issues out there.
And hopefully, these people that have aged in such a way that they become conservative as they get older, or at least way more freedom loving,
Yeah.
might have been as younger people.
Yeah, but see, freedom, I don't know. Freedom seems like it has a fucking interchangeable definition nowadays.
Well, on part of it, freedom is what they tell you it is.
Well, yeah.
It's just which side is telling you the one that's less free? Well, right now, the left.
Oh, for sure, because that's the side where you gotta, freedom is making sure you don't hurt anybody's feelings. Freedom is making sure that you don't fucking, say something that might offend somebody or fucking, like, there's no freedom now. The free,
One of the be-
if you're a fucking vocal minority, you could speak out, and if anybody speaks against you, that's not freedom. Like this, everything's back asswards, man.
it's fucking 1984.
Yeah.
Have you ever read that book?
I've perused it. I watched the movie though. I did see the movie, and I do get the gist of it. And
You
yeah,
really should
we're
if
there.
you're doing something someday where you've got time to listen to it. Just run it on fucking uh, audio book, because you can find it on YouTube. Free.
Yeah.
And just listen to that fucking book. It's fucking creepy.
The book is better than the movie, I take it, right?
I don't know. I kind of like the movie too. The one with
The apt people guy. I forgot what his name was. I think he played the original Magneto too, if I'm not mistaken. Ian McKellen? No,
no,
no.
God, I see this fucker. I think we're talking same guy.
I'm pretty sure we are. I just can't think of who the fuck it is. Hold on a second. I have a fucking world of answers right in front of me.
John Hurt.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, John Hurt. You're right. Yeah, that was the apt people guy. Ian McKellen
that
was fucking Magneto. I don't know why I get actors confused with other actors so much, but yeah, you're right.
British accent.
They're the same. They're the same man.
But you
Oh,
can, and I have noticed this for about past 10 years. You can see the shit that would have seemed in the '60s ridiculous. That's in that book. Just far fetched, futuristic fiction that's happening today.
yeah. Oh yeah. And going off of just the movie too. I mean, the control, everything that we're told is a fucking lie. I totally understand national security. I completely understand either misdirecting people or flat out lying or omitting fucking military facts
Well,
and
the
fucking
thing
shit
that
like that, but I mean, there's some things that we could know the truth to.
the thing that I missed in the movie when I watched it was the fact that the war, they would change who was fighting whom in the war, keep it perpetual.
Yeah.
They won this one, but now they were attacked by this other one. I'm like, wait a minute, it's you and two others.
But that's how it is though, because it's good for the fucking it. They say it's good for the economy, and yeah, sure, of course. But is it really, or is it really just good for the rich people that are already fucking have stock in some of the military? So who said it last? Somebody said this shit last week about the military-industrial complex being a fucking scam, or maybe that was on Sean's. I think that was on Sean's show. But anyway, it's fucking anybody that has stock in that, which is anybody that has billions of dollars already and knows like the insider shit because insider trading still exists. Like that's just all a scam, man. War
Yeah,
keeps these motherfuckers rich, just like you fucking in fucking in documented history about the Rothschilds fucking supporting Britain in the war and support World War II and supporting Germany. And their own people were getting killed, and they were still supporting Germany. And you know what I mean? That should, like, in a nutshell, explain politicians and explain the quote elite.
well, that is the one huge dark cloud over capitalism. You know, and it's an easy one to make the left look like they're somewhat on the right side of things. But, you know, both sides have problems, severe problems, which is why I don't claim to be conservative because there's a lot of conservatism I don't agree with.
I still say they're both the same. If you say you're a Republican, you're a Democrat too. If you say you're a Democrat, you're a Republican too. They're all the same party, just split in order to cause more division.
I claim to be a constitutionalist because I tend to believe in the Bill of Rights.
That's what we should all be. We should all be constitutionalists, and we should all fucking elect a constitutionalist and get rid of this two-party sham. I mean, system. Because it's all fuckery anyway.
Really, what they could do to make it easy is just eliminate the party.
Yeah.
You know, there can be no reference to your party. You're just John Doe politician.
Yeah. Let's see if you have the competence to run a country. That's all we need to do. Do you not
You,
shake invisible people's hands? Do you, you know what I mean? Do you not get words crisscrossed? Do you not have fucking sundowners? Are you a fucking, you know what I mean? Can you fucking work? Then jump in here. You know, then you're able to be elected if they fucking vote for you. Let's make voting matter again.
that's one of the things Connery says now and again that I do kind of agree with is ending straight ticket voting.
Yeah.
You know, I see where that shit goes bad. And here in Illinois, it's went bad because one of our fucking Republicans wasn't Republican enough to be called the fucking rhino at the day.
Yeah, you're barely a Republican in name.
Adam cocksucker Kinzinger,
Yeah.
who ain't running for re-election, by the way.
Was already fucking outed. You really can't. Really can't.
Yeah, he pissed a lot of people in this area off.
Oh, I could only imagine. I could really only imagine.
Ah, well. Fuckers lie. You should assume that anything they're saying is a lie. Be safe for that.
The ILA is saying that we must stop another anti-gun ATF nominee. Send us $10 a piece.
Yes.
Send us $10 a piece and we will stop this anti-gun ATF guy.
The NRA's probably sending out the same freaking letter, only they want like $650.
My question is, and it's probably unanswerable, but has a pro-gun guy ever been in the ATF at all? How could you be pro-gun and have morals and then still be a part of the fucking ATF?
I don't know.
You couldn't do it. Couldn't do
Not
it.
not a true constitutionalist has been there
No way.
because they
No
never
way.
accept a fucking job.
Yeah, they would fucking. That's what I'm saying. You would quit.
Be a good hand to run through it, get all your shit in a row to get it. And when you get accepted, say, I refuse to accept this unconstitutional position. Thank you very much for your trouble.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Can I answer phones or do something else? You guys got another job, maybe? Dirty floor? You got toilets?
Ain't you seen the Bailey ads where they're saying he voted for Biden?
Who? Me or are you talking to the
Ozzy.
comments? Oh.
Mikey. He's posted Bailey for Illinois governor.
Everybody was sucking fucking Obama's nuts though at one
Not
point in time.
Obama.
Yeah, but Biden.
Somewhere
Biden,
he said.
Obama, what's the difference?
Somewhere he said at some point, I think I might have voted for Biden. May have been an offhanded comment. I don't know. But that's running on Bailey attack ads now every fucking day here.
Bailey helped put Biden in office.
He's a Biden lackey.
Do you really want to vote for this scumbag?
No.
Um,
Pritzker is a Biden lackey.
they're all fucking. I'd love to find out to meet the reptilian person that's really in charge of this fucking world.
See, we all knew you really wanted to fuck Hillary.
Yeah. I didn't say I wanted to eat her out or anything. I said I want to meet the person, right?
That's right. You want to put the meat to her.
Yeah, that would be,
Heard it here first.
Hey, getting a blowjob from a bitch with a forked tongue would be interesting.
Yeah, except for all the fucking pointy teeth.
What if oh, yeah, you'd have to fucking tuck those behind your lips. But what Oh, what if the bitch could work both sides of the tongue at the same time? That'd be kind of amazing. It'd be like having four hands or something.
It'd be like using an OK shape with your fucking right hand to jerk off with. You know, it's like,
Yeah, but then bringing in the other fingers. Saturday night shootout at a McDonald's in Orange County after a woman fires gun at deputies. That sounds interesting.
I had heard of several shootings over the weekend, but I can't.
That's what I'm trying to find because I just had an article. This one's the 9 local gun shops supplied 15,000 crime guns in Philly. Loaded gun in a high school. Where the fuck was the thing? I was just looking at something where it was like 8. Okay, oh, I found it. Gun violence runs rampant. 8 weekend shootings. WHEC.com. WHEC.com. Let me see. I'm waiting on it to load right now.
I don't know exactly what was what because it was on the news on TV in the motel room, and I really don't pay attention to it. It just that was what was on when I turned the TV on.
This is in Rochester, New York. Rochester
Get guns
police.
in New York.
Huh?
How they get guns in New York?
That's a good question because I've heard it's a lot of rigmarole to go through the process to get the permit and to go through all that shit just to buy a gun. So it's a good question. Um, the most recent set of them came over. We're tracking 8 shootings in 2 days. The most recent set of them came over just a few hours in broad daylight on Sunday. Police are still searching for gunmen, excuse me, in all 8 shootings. We spoke to the police. You could tell they were stretched thin. I saw people running, and then when I came out of the store, I saw someone shot and was bleeding, and there was blood all over the place. So I went home to get out of that environment, a witness said, who wanted to remain anonymous. That witness is a mother who says she was playing dolls with her daughter on her front lawn when shots were fired on the corner of Dewey Avenue and Glendale Park Sunday afternoon. She lives close to the scene. It was crazy. Blah blah blah. So this is just 8 different shootings over the weekend in New York. There was more shootings too. See, I think this is another thing that keeps popping up and keeps popping up is constantly New York and guns. And I swear I feel like they're gonna fucking use this shit in their little Supreme Court thing when it comes up. But are they waiting to recontinue it? Are they waiting for a verdict? I don't know what they're waiting for.
They do. They don't announce their decision until June.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, is any of this shit going to actually have any bearing on that fucking verdict,
I,
or
I doubt it.
can it even legally be possible to do it? Like, are they just
I think that these people in the Supreme Court are smart enough to know that this is being done on purpose.
Yeah, but nonetheless, though, you still have to look at public opinion when you're in those type of situations. That's why I can't. That's another reason why I can't ever trust a politician, aside from the fact that they're proven to lie to us constantly.
If there was one person in our government, I don't know if he's still in there or not, who would have I don't want to say legit, uh, believable reason to switch to anti-gun, who do you think that would be?
What? What do you mean?
Steve Scalise.
Do you mean switch like from anti-gun to pro-gun?
No, the other way around, pro-gun to anti.
Oh.
Steve Scalise, that senator that got fucking shot at the baseball game?
Mm-hmm. Right in the head.
No, right in the hip.
I thought he got hit in the head. Oh, that was the woman that got hit in the head. Uh, Not Kathy Lee Griffith. What the fuck? Gifford. Kathy Gifford, yeah.
Gabby.
Gabby Gifford, whatever, man. You know I don't care.
Yeah, the Hollow Point commercial. Gabby
Yeah,
Gifford.
yeah. Why you use fucking
I don't know that
extreme
she
penetrators?
I don't know that she changed her position on guns because I think she was lefty all along, but her husband certainly did.
Yeah.
The astronaut came out strongly anti-gun after that happened, and he was pretty silent on it before that. Was or not.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
So you'd think if anybody was going to change their mind, Scalise would have been one of them.
And he did or he didn't?
He did not. He's still pro-gun.
Good.
He's like, if I'd have been carrying my gun, I'd have shot back that motherfucker.
Yeah, if only I could open carry in this fucking, you know what I mean? In that softball game or whatever the fuck. That
But,
was what it was, right? A softball game?
yeah, it was a congressional ball game
Uh,
where one side plays the other.
yeah.
And I figured it was just Pelosi having the good hitters capture Hillary. That was back in Hillary.
Yeah, but that's why I can't you can't trust fucking lawyers, you can't trust fucking politicians, you can't trust anybody that's in anything that has high profile to it because they're always going to bring public opinion into the factor, you know, or into the fray.
I could just hear it now. Scalise, that fucker's got a 402 batting average. Take him out.
Yeah, we gotta end him. Oh God, he made my bill look like a fool out there.
I'm not overly concerned about this new stuff affecting the Supreme Court's decision.
hmm
I really believe that the decision on this particular case was made in their minds when they agreed to take up.
When they took the case in the first place.
Yes, I'm reasonably secure that they only grabbed it because this is the most wide-ranging effect they could have. Because whatever they say goes on this case has to go with every state.
Well, yeah, exactly. It'll set a precedence. That's what I'm fucking. That I keep saying that shit, but that's how important it is, man. One case, one fucking thing, one decision can set a fucking precedence for every single other state. It's happened before in our past.
Well, see, they're going to try to go in such a way that they're not really going to hamper the quote-unquote states' rights on it, but the states are violating the Constitution, so they're going to have to.
Yeah, hey. I just was reading the comments. Fucking Shawnee says, "Hi, I'm the new ATF director. You're all fired. Clean out your desks. I'm having the building demolished at lunch."
Sam,
Oh,
I'm looking to move out of Illinois if you want to send a check.
yeah. Nah, you ain't getting grandfathered into this one, buddy. You're already gone.
Oh, I'm sitting in Illinois right now.
Yeah. In fucking in the like reality, literally, but other than that, you're pretty much already gone. The decision's been made, the shit's been bought, the work's been put in. You know, you're
I could
just.
always use some extra money.
Yeah.
I get that anaconda.
Yeah. Well, I'm close to California, so I think I might be entitled to a piece of that. Nevada's definitely fucking turning blue. Just ask
Well,
fucking Catherine Cortez Masto.
I would like to know how you chose Nevada after fleeing Illinois for free turf.
No, that was because of nothingness, open, nothing desert. Arizona, especially Phoenix and around where I was at, and you could tell how they were like gentrifying the area. They were fucking tearing down old houses, building up new little fucking condo areas and shit like that. Like, you could tell if they weren't going the Denver route, they're gonna get pretty fucking goddamn close to it. Plus, population rose a lot in the past couple years. The traffic changed, and I wanted to get out of there and go to the middle of fucking nowhere. And her sister fucking told her about the middle of fucking nowhere, and her parents told her they moved out there, and it's great, but it's a great place to like go to die. So that's where I'm torn at. I'm in the middle. I love it and I hate it, but that's why I chose it because it was literally nothing.
How
You're
I got out of jury duty, gunmetal guy, was saying that I was uh, in. I had worked in law enforcement.
Oh, I said one time I went to jury duty, I was having a baby. The next time that they wanted me to do jury duty, I was moving. The next time that they wanted me to do jury duty, I was sick. And the next time they wanted me to do jury duty, I was having another baby. Now whether or not that
Lying
was
motherfucker.
now whether or not that was all actually happening in real life or not is a question you guys are gonna have to figure out for yourself. But that is
Yeah, they
how I
seem
got
to
out.
frown upon people who have worked in areas where they fraternize with federal judges,
Well, yeah, you have a
which I
bias. You have a
no
bias.
shit.
So
Just so if you keep that in mind, you go in for the jury questionnaire. You say, "Yeah, I'm in here. I want to burn some son of a bitch," like that.
right. Well, now I guess
Maybe,
would that work? Would that work opposite if they call you for jury duty and be like, you know what, I'd love to, but I'm a criminal, and I would have an undue bias if I came in there. So sorry. Would that
I
work?
doubt it. I mean, it might get you off of jury duty, but the alternative motel you're going to be put in, you ain't gonna like.
Bullshit. So what? They're just gonna send you over just for saying you're a criminal?
Well, yeah, until they find out you're lying, and then they'll keep you there for perjury.
It's like everyone around me is not getting picked. It's like you keep your nose clean and you get punished for it. Oh yeah. Just make up something, man. Like literally, I do it all
Can't
the time.
advocate that.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't give a fuck. Just make up something, man. I could
Honestly,
I could advocate it.
honestly, I up until here pretty recently, I was always more than willing to go, but I always got rejected because I worked in a federal courthouse. Uh, Plus, I was on a first name basis with the magistrate of the fifth district, so there the bias issue would have come up. And this last time, I repeated this spiel to them people, and they said, "Well, I guess we probably should just take you off of the list permanently. Do what you got to do, guys."
No. And you know what's crazy for me? That didn't happen with me at all. And you know what else is weird, right? Is that it's a random jury selection, but they called me 4 fucking times within 1 year after I told them, well, 3 times after the first time I told them no, that I was doing something else. And then they
It's your
called me,
aliases.
then they called me three, nope, they called the same person. They called all the same person. Like, how about now, sir? Are you ready now? Like, no, I can't. I thought this was
They're
fucking random. That's why I said on the fourth one, when I was having a second baby for some reason,
the only
I asked them. That's how the phone call ended. I was like, fucking, I thought this was random. And then she said something, oh yeah, it is, sir, blah blah blah. And then I never got a fifth call for jury duty after that.
the thing you can try, and I don't know that it's possible in your situation, is that you're an employee with a job that they can't do the job without you. So I had that option also because I was the only fucking employee.
Yeah. Well, see, I always stay a state behind. In Arizona, I had a Illinois fucking license, and fucking Nevada, I have my Arizona license. So they'll never. At worst, Arizona's gonna call me to do jury duty, and I tell them I moved already. So I mean, I'll never have to worry about jury duty again in my life.
Well, I don't either because I was removed from the juror pool.
Yeah, they might have removed me from Illinois' juror pool too. I don't know. But when you move to another state and you register your license in another state, doesn't that mean that you're able to get called for that state? You
I
personally.
I don't know.
Because you're out of the Illinois jury pool, but are you out of the Missouri fucking jury pool?
I ain't in their jury pool.
Until you get a license.
Then we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Good luck finding my fucking number.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was a fucking and gunmetal guy. I mean, no, like not offensively, but like you're old. What the fuck are they doing calling you for? I thought that they only hit up youngins for jury duty. Like
How
20s,
old's
30.
gunmetal guy?
I don't know, but he's always mentioned that he's older.
How old are you? Maybe I'm not the oldest fucker in the shed.
I'm pretty sure you and Oz are the only fucking old ones.
The
Over
I don't
halfway
know.
old. You both have hit
I
the halfway mark a few fucking years ago. Go on.
I conceivably it should make your fucking employer make up the difference
For what?
for the $6 a day that they pay you to do jury duty.
Oh yeah. No shit.
My employer would have. He told me that. I said I ain't fucking going anywhere.
Well, that's the thing though, is that the fucking jury duty knows that they're not fucking. You ain't getting paid for them days. Like them ain't paid days off, right?
No, they're not.
That's what
The
I'm saying.
employer
So
should do it.
now, if they were paid days off and they were still giving me an extra $6, I guess that's cool. But I couldn't be bothered to do no shit like that, man. That's fucking horrible. Deciding another man's fate, that ain't for me.
He says he's half a century old. So Jimmy, that's 50.
That's 5-0. So you're at the halfway mark pretty much.
Oh no,
A little bit past the halfway mark.
2/3.
2/3 done. One more lap to go, boys.
Only the ones like Betty White who sell their souls to the devil get to stay here for 100 years.
Or the Queen
And
of
the Queen.
England, eat children. There's always that fucking. I got a video on the other channel about how to become a vampire, step-by-step tutorial. You can
That
do it.
you know, I talk like I bragging on getting out of jury duty. But that wasn't the thing. I really wanted to do it the first couple of times they called. Because hell, then I was 40.
Damn. See, they hit
Fuck
me up in
yeah, I
my.
want to
They
go.
hit me up for that shit in my 20s. I don't know. That's crazy. 40?
For some reason, while I was working at the courts, I never got summoned.
Well, that's obvious.
But after I was done with it, they hit me up. Oh, it was fucking 4 or 5 years after, because I quit working down there when I was 32. So the first time I got it, I had just had the freaking heart attack. So I'd been 38, and I wasn't medically able to, but I really wanted to. The second time, I told them, that I worked for the federal court system in the past, and they're like, "Well, that exempts you." So, by admitting that, I get out of it all. And then after that, I didn't want to do it anymore. So, did I want to go sit in a jury room in air conditioned summertime and instead of being out at work on a fucking open cab tractor roasting sun? Fuck yeah! Let my
Okay.
boss get off his
So,
ass and mow the fucking grass.
so I could see that being an appeal of it, but other than that, I saw absolutely no upside. There was nothing exciting. I was not looking forward. Like I was just like, no, I'm not doing that.
Well, it's like here, there's not that many interesting fucking cases that go on anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You would have been in there for a traffic stop or something like I don't know, road
Uh,
rage incident.
I think there was probably one murder case that would have been right for the time. I don't, because I didn't go there, I don't know what the hell it's about.
Yeah, Sammy
I
says,
doubt that.
go ahead.
I doubt that I would have been picked for that interest.
Sammy says
You
they
know,
commit
that,
the crime, they sign their own fucking fate, but That's the thing about being on the jury is that you got to figure out if they committed the crime. Like they might not have committed the crime. You've seen how many people already, just in the past decade, that they've let out of death row because whoops, DNA showed that we were
Yeah,
wrong. You know what I mean? That type. I don't know.
and the thing of it is, and you hear this a lot from these like concealed carry insurance organizations and stuff that a prosecutor and police want a conviction, arrest and conviction.
That's their
They don't give
job.
a shit if it's they don't give a shit if it's right.
No, they just need to do their job. Their
It's like
job
they're
ain't
only
being
looking
right.
for numbers.
Yeah. Weird how they do that, huh?
Uh, that's enough to make you think that you don't want to be a part of a jury either in it or facing it.
Yeah. And Sean brings up a good point too. I never thought about the sluts, the jury sluts. Is there jury sluts or nah? Oh yeah, you don't know. You never been on
How
a
would
jury.
I
Yeah,
know?
you never been on a jury. I don't know. But there should be, maybe.
Sure, there's been a whole herd of
Hand jobs?
no haggard old hags there for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like every time I've seen a jury, it's never been fucking anything too aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, no shit. You're like, fuck, I might as well go home with the old lady.
Back to my wife, I guess. uh, I'm a fucking. My age is 35. I'm
My
35.
age is
Old as dirt. Dirt.
25 more than that.
How old is dirt?
I am 60
Yeah,
for
the big 6-0.
2 months and 9 days. Oh, can't you hear the wheels turning in Jimmy's head right now?
Trying to think of something. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Fuck jury. Fuck jury duty. Jury duty could suck my dick.
I've heard people say they should make professional jurors, but I think you would get too damn jaded too quick.
Yeah, throw him in the slammer. Let's get this one over with.
For one thing, you know, from what I've seen of, because I was able to go stand in courtrooms at the federal courthouse. There was times when I was requested to be there. If they were bringing a particularly potentially dangerous person in the room. Uh, I was asked to come there and stand at the actual exit door of the courtroom where the people go out because they have a separate entrance to bring bad guys in. And I stand there and listen to the court proceedings, and it's the most boring fucking shit.
Yeah.
Just tedious fucking garbage.
Yeah, if you've ever been to court for like traffic shit or been to court for any fucking thing, uh, being a juror is 1,000 times worse because they're not even talking to you. Like
Right,
it's
you're
not,
just
you're just there observing. It sucks dick.
the case that sticks out in my mind was a gun and drug running case that covered uh, the area. District 5 court was in the middle of it, so it was Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois involved, but they were trying it there. And I mean, I'm standing in this courtroom when this one guy's testifying. They're asking this guy ridiculously minuscule details about shit. The guy might have been the bookkeeper because there's a lot of figures tossed out the money figure.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just fucking boring. I mean, it is seriously. I want to put my gun in my mouth and blow my fucking brains out. Boring.
Yeah, like do you somebody needs to ask the lawyers like, "Hey, motherfuckers, do you want this to last for weeks and months? Like, come on. Spit it out."
I mean, if these people are average people in jury, they're fucking hating this just as much as I would.
Oh, would have to be. Would have to
Uh,
be. And then you gotta fucking pay attention is the worst part about being on jury duty. Like you actually have to retain that fucking boring ass information that they're fucking spewing at you.
well, I doubt that that part of it would have been much importance to the jury. Uh, it was
What, the details?
the money.
Oh, yeah.
They were establishing how all of these things were tied together, what they were doing. Money went from suspect to person in whatever town they were talking about. They were just making an establishment. This whole thing was branching out to different states, which
Oh,
was
so they
how,
were like using the fucking place to clean their money.
yeah, they were. It was a ring of drug and guns issue, but they were trying to establish that it actually was a federal crime. And they had to prove that money crossed state lines and guns crossed state
Oh,
lines.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so what?
Really not interesting at all.
Got you.
Because you get the prosecutor there, he's having to pull every fucking answer out because the guy ain't want to say shit. And, to listen to lawyers try to get somebody to say something fucking god awful.
Yeah. Especially when the person that they're trying to get to talk already knows the tricks that the lawyers are gonna fucking pull, so it's yeah. I couldn't
Right.
do it, man. I couldn't sit through I couldn't do it. Let alone, I stick to my guns too about fucking. I don't want to judge another man's fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not my place. But the boringness of it would just fucking. It would just kill me. I couldn't do it.
You grow up watching shit like Perry Mason where it's like 10 minutes of questioning and fucking he solves it and he wins.
Yeah, no,
It
this
ain't
is
like that in a real fucking courtroom.
yeah, this is like 2 weeks of questioning.
And a lot of times it's the same fucking question worded differently. A dozen fucking times. Trying to get something out of a witness.
Illegal lot lizards. Yeah, the jury whores.
I don't kind of want to inspire people to try to get out of doing their civic duty. It is. But
Civic duty.
it's a drag. It really is.
Fuck that. That ain't your
You know,
civic fucking duty. They should have somebody to fucking that has that job. Fuck that.
you think shit like the OJ trial. There was a lot of fucking shit that was said between the glove don't fit.
Yeah.
That was really not fun to listen to, I'm sure.
It's not all fuck. Yeah, it's not all TV shit. Shit is boring as fuck. Even you watch that Johnny Heard or Johnny Depp and Amber Heard fucking shit. It's ridiculous, outlandish, crazy, fucking hilarious stories being told, but they're far and few between.
Yeah, you can pick up on that Depp Heard trial and hear exactly what I'm talking about. Same fucking question being answered 12 fucking times in a little different wording.
Yeah, it gets ridiculous. It's just like being interrogated. Pretty much, they use interrogation methods. They, like Tony said, they ask you the fucking same question 9 times in different ways.
All right, where do we want to go from here? We got about 15 minutes to do it yet.
The bar. I want to go to the bar. I want to get some eggs, and I want to get a margarita.
I already told you why I don't go to the bar.
I don't. You ain't gotta go with me. You ain't gotta
I
go with me.
still, when I think about that, I still smile because that was so fucking funny.
Yeah,
They,
exactly. That's what I call it. Sammy says civic duty. What a nice term for wasting a person's fucking time. Yep.
I They need to make some changes in the jury pool, how they treat the juror pool. They shouldn't lose money for doing it, for one thing. In fact, they should be compensated equitably. So, like, they get the money they would have made it work plus 50% for doing it. You goddamn well know the lawyers are standing there making a shit ton. Even the public defender and the prosecutor.
Well, that's a way too. If you can't get off of it on the phone when you go to actually like get questioned to be on the jury, can't you be like, I don't like blacks? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, thank you, sir, for your time. And then you're
Oh, I think
canceled.
if you really want out of it, you got to lay down the hard R-N word.
Oh.
I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not say it because,
Yeah. You know, we say it a lot.
well, and that actually is saying it in the context I don't want to use as opposed to conversational.
Right, yeah. It's less casual. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one, brothers. I hear that Ancy and Jimmy. Oh yeah, it's coming out. I want to go to that bar. It's new.
Why?
It's new, and it's
What's
Mexican. It's Mexican themed, and it's new.
Are you sure you ain't afflicted with that allergy?
What, coronavirus?
No. Every time you drink, you break out in handcuffs.
Oh no, never. When I drink, everybody breaks out in laughter. Cause I'm a funny drunk. I'm a hilarious guy. You think I'm funny now?
So
Wait till I'm
now we know that
soused.
the good shows you're drunk, huh?
Yeah, that's why we haven't been able to bring them back to the old school days. Cause I don't day drink no more.
I'll
My
tell you, man.
life got a
I,
little less sad.
I, you almost have you ever been into a Waffle House or a Huddle House? They're real similar.
Yeah, I've been in a Waffle House before. Just don't have any out here now.
The size of this little restaurant, they're small, and they're basically they have a bar as you walk in the fucking door where people can sit at the bar and eat, and there's tables scattered around the corners of the bar, both sides.
Yeah.
And then right in the middle, right between the bar and the front door, there's a little area that has, this one had two tables. We're sitting at the one table closer to the door, and then this dude was sitting at the other table closer to the actual bar cash register. And they're talking, and my old lady's kind of interacting with them a little bit. I'm sitting here thinking, God, shut up, I just want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let me
And
eat
then
and
this guy
leave.
pops. They were talking about why they quit drinking. That guy said, I break out in handcuffs. I like to fell out of the fucking chair laughing. For the, this is early Sunday morning context in a fucking little Huddle House. For this joke to come out, that just fucking caught me completely off fucking guard. It was great. The high point of the day. Well, no. The truck made it all the fucking way through Missouri getting 20 miles a gallon.
Yeah, that would be my high point. That's
It's got the average mileage, on it all the time. And it started out at like 14 or so, and then it worked its way up. Just 14 was driving on the damn gravel roads and shit. So it's way worse than it is driving on the road at road speed. Got up to 20 and it'd stay there, and every once in a while, a long hill had dropped down to 19.8. Then as soon as it crested the hill and went down that side, it go back to 20, stay there. Across the fucking river, 19.5.
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And the craziest part to me is that it's all thanks to shitty gas. Shitty old gas.
Well, the thing with the change in gas mileage, when you cross Illinois, you're going a little less into the wind. When coming up from Missouri was a little less into the wind because of the topography. So the wind wasn't quite the factor it was in Illinois. And the wind is why it went down. But if that fucker stays at 20, I'm happy. Even if it stays at 19, I'm happy. It won't around here. It'll go back down to fucking 16, but that's a lot of fucking people mess around town driving. But I'm happy with how the truck did, even though the exhaust broke and the fucking light came on. I really honestly believe the old gas in it's what caused it to trip that light anyway. Because I figure, if the gas is getting to the point where it don't really want to burn, there could be parts of unburned gas coming through there telling the fucking sensor that it's rich. And it really didn't go up in gas mileage like it was leaning itself out to try to correct. If the fucking thing would have went up to like 26 miles a gallon, the temp gauge started climbing because it's running so fucking lean, and it started pinging and shit, I'd have been a little concerned, but it never did any of that shit.
Yeah.
And it got 20 miles a gallon out on the road last year. So
it wasn't the shitty gas.
Well, I'm thinking the shitty gas is what caused it to throw the code.
Kicked it back, yeah, kicked it in.
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck the son of a bitch was getting like 16 miles a gallon on the last one. I mean, maybe it was just low tires in the wind. Because it was fucking windy both ways. The Suburban, oddly enough, doesn't seem to be affected like the truck is. If you're going into a 40 mile an hour head, yes. But, 15, 20 mile an hour side wind, probably that Suburban gas mileage. Out on the highway, it'll get about 15.
He said, did you get the building set on a foundation yet? You ain't doing that.
No.
I thought you were doing the
No,
cinder
it's
block.
the building's going on pillars.
Yeah, cinder blocks. Let's call it what it is.
We got the, there's no cinders in them, they're concrete.
Whatever, same fuck thing. No, they're not, but they are. They're stronger.
We got all of the outbound pillars set. Got all the inner pillars laid there, but we still got to set them in the building. Hopefully, he can put the dollies on the two inner runners and just drive the building right over the outbound pillars and set them down. Otherwise, we're going to have to set the top block off of each pillar to get over them with the building.
So you got his Glock 40 in the shot. Did you get the gray bottom? The gray lower? That'd be fucking crazy. We'd be twinsies for real.
I'm glad you clarified that because I wasn't wanting to investigate what you're talking about for a gray bottom.
A gray bottom, apes. You never fucked an ape before, Tony?
Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well, that's your mistake. You're lost, bud. Buckaroo.
I think I'll just stay lost.
Yeah, you got to get a fucking streamlight too. Get you a little streamlight. I got the TLR1 because it fit the holster that I bought. And holsters are a son of a bitch. Good luck with holsters. I hope you know somebody.
I don't know. I'm not much into Glocks and not much into 10.
Not much into How? How do you like big bore fucking recoil fucking things and shit and you don't like 10 millimeter?
Well, because when you put it in revolver terms, you get about 357 mag.
Yeah. Close to I would argue close to 41. Not close, but closer to most, for sure.
And in my description of big bore, I have said this all along, starts at 41.
Whatever, man. Some of my, I bet, I know there's loads out there that go that fucking much.
Yeah, but there ain't loads out there that'll go as much as it can.
Whatever, man. Says the 44 special guy.
I mean, you can turn the wick up on a 10, but not as much as you can turn the wick up on a 41.
Whatever. I'm just saying, fucking hot 10 can go as much as a 41. Maybe not the hottest 41, but still 41.
It might go as hot as 44 special.
Whatever, man. You're crazy. Well, yeah, no. It'll go faster than a 44 special, motherfucker. Trying to trick me, knowing I want to go get drunk. Oh, God.
Look up, when you get some free time, just look up Elmer Keith's 44 special.
Elmer
10
Keith's
millimeter
44 special was a fucking 44 Magnum, pretty much.
Fucking 10 millimeter won't touch that shit.
Nah, not anywhere.
I wouldn't touch that shit either.
Not anywhere.
Not in the guns he was playing with. I cracked that Ruger now, and you know, I say I blowed it up, but honestly, it cracked the cylinder. No pieces flying out, shit like that.
Yeah, it wasn't like blowed up like you've seen on the internet before, where revolvers are fucking splattered everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen Rugers lose their top strap with that shit, but
Well, I'm surprised how good Ruger was with you, man. That surprised me.
yeah, I absolutely. Honest, well, the fucking gun dealer knew it because when I told him, thing, you know, I was loading cowboy action loads. He said they didn't do that. So they're loaded at 4 grains, you know, 4.5, whatever the hell it was. It was really low. So he pulled the other ones that were in the gun. There were 4 of them there, and he pulled a couple of them apart, and they're all up over 14 grains.
God damn.
You better check your scale.
Yeah,
And,
especially if you let other people fucking use it, Tony.
Well, I was there by myself that day.
No, but I'm saying you let somebody else fucking tamper with your shit. That's how tampered's supposed to be.
That really didn't dawn on me, you know, because he and I had the same stuff to load. I didn't even fucking think about it.
Wait,
Yeah,
Underwood
he's
only
got-
goes 1,500 feet per second?
You say I've got some fucking reloads that are 200 grain that go 1850.
My Hornady, I gotta go look at the box. The Hornady
That's
goes like
what-
1,700.
That's what the book says they'll go, but that's out of an 8-inch gun. Out of my 7.5, they'll probably do 17. That's what that fireball right there in that little thumbnail I got it. That's one of those.
I got lows that'll do fucking, the Winchester ones that I got do 1,500. The Winchester silver tips or whatever the fuck. I thought extreme penetrators, I thought them motherfuckers were like, you know, them shits are going like 2,000 feet per second or something like that.
You got to read the fine print too. They're talking. They'll go 15, 16, 1700 out of what length barrel. And with the, according to the book, they tested the revolver rounds on 8-inch barrel, which is going to put them a little hotter than what I'll get out of the 6 or the 7.5.
Well, I'm thinking with the 10 millimeter, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking with 10 millimeter, they're probably going off a standard full size, which is like 4.5, 5 in, between 4.5 and 5 inches.
I don't know. That's just something to check into.
It is. Oh yeah. I mean, guessing is not knowing. That's for sure. So yeah.
Way back in the day, they used to test everything out of 24-inch barrel. And it's like you're going.
Well,
why
they
the
just
hell
have standardized barrels for fucking shit to use?
Yeah. Yeah, they just had all their barrels made. You know, they're all just 24.
That's insanity.
Well, mostly they're testing rifles because back then, you know, the pistol calibers weren't dancing on the, yeah, fuck, you're talking 38 special.
Yeah, but still though, like nowadays I could see like 10 millimeter carbines or fucking rifles or whatever the fuck. Like I could see that, but especially back then they wouldn't have that fucking shit like that, would they?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that, that's just the testing platform that they use. Honestly, I can't remember where the fuck I read that. It was in a gun magazine somewhere that was doing an article about SAMI testing and the factories, how they do all their tests.
Mm.
And they use just, they have just a barrel that fits in this specific device. So all the barrels need to be the same damn thing. So they
Oh.
can lock and device the shooter.
I wonder maybe it's the extreme penetrators that go faster than. I'm not sure.
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I I know that looking at the reloading manual, and I will toss out there to the Lyman's, they say that the 200 grain bullet over a charge of 28 and a half grains of Winchester 296 will do 1,850 feet per second. Uh, I find that really hard to believe, and that is not load recommendation for anybody out
Yeah.
there. Don't try that.
Please.
I mean, you can get the book and look up and try it from the book. Just don't try it because I said it. I doubt that it can be that fast. I find it very hard. You're getting fucking rifle range.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking that the fucking Underwood ammo was. I thought that was pushing up pistols into fucking rifle territory.
I think the 240 grain is like 60, 50.
16?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear you. Okay.
that's pretty damn stout too out of a handgun.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anything over I would say anything over fucking 1400 is fucking pretty goddamn good.
The high
Cause I
loads are
got rounds here too that'll go 12 something. I want to say 1250 or 12 something like that.
all right. The high rounds out of the Super Blackhawk. My Super Blackhawk's probably a 4 pound gun.
Mhm.
If it ain't, it's close. It's heavier than a regular Blackhawk because it's got a thicker barrel and it's got a full length top strap. The recoil out of it on that load that's 200 grains is max. It's not unmanageable. You can handle it. I mean, it's substantial, but it's not anything that's going to rip the gun out of your hands.
Right, yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually, it's actually lesser than a maximum load of tight group. That's only doing 1550 or so because the 296 burns slower, so the recoil is mitigated a lot. But I don't know. I find it hard to believe that you can get that kind of velocity out of a 200 bullet on the. But that just,
Holy fuck. He says he pushes his up to fucking 2800.
yeah, what is it? Like a 60 round plastic or 60 grain plastic bullet?
They do. Oh, they do make though. You know what? I was thinking about buying some of those. I might grab some now that they had fuck. Sean used to talk about it all the time too, like Liberty Civil Liberty Defense or something like that, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm familiar. I've never used this.
Yeah, I seen some. I seen some. They were like fucking 60 grains. I want to say about
Yeah,
that.
I'm thinking about buying some Sabos for 30-06 and let it put out 55 grain 22 bullets at about 4,500.
Holy fuck. That shit's gonna go through everything. This shit'll slide through brick.
They say if you load them that hot, you can't use the the soft tip uh, lead pointed tip bullets,
Why not?
because the welds start melting at that speed.
Oh, no shit. That's insanity.
I don't don't know if that's true or not.
I could see it. Why not? I could see it.
A lot of these fucking statements are on somebody's podcast or something, talking about it or not. I could see it too, because I know super velocity stuff is hard to stabilize with a lead bullet. In fact, it's
For sure.
almost impossible without having a jacket.
Yeah, just lead? Right, absolutely.
But I pissed around. Remington made those 55 grain Sabo bullets back in the 90s. I can't remember what the fuck they're called. They had some sort of special yuppie type name.
Yeah.
But my gun back then wouldn't stabilize well. I mean, you're looking at 2.5-inch group at fucking best at 100 yards. And that's not going to shoot but prairie dogs or something at 300 yards.
No. You miss them by a foot.
But they're saying that the new ones, the Sabos, you can pick bullets that will perform better. A little bit heavier bullet will work better than a lighter one.
Oh, really? Okay.
It'll stabilize better because it's a little bit longer. I don't know. There's so much bullshit that floats around out there. I figured out that the gun stabilizes 120s just fine, or 125 just fine. So that's as light as I put it. My old gun did not like 110 grain bullets at all, but it was fine.
Zinc hollow points explodes on contact. Yeah, it was Liberty Civil Defense, yeah. Hell yeah. The 115 grain is 1,700 feet. Oh, for the Underwood? Yeah, I knew they made some hot shit. That's why I was like 1,500. That's like regular. It's not regular. I think like a regular standard fucking 10 millimeter is probably like 1,250 or like maybe 1,300 feet per second or something like that.
I don't want nothing on that upper range carry. I don't have to shoot somebody.
Oh, on the what? On the off chance it goes through them or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what I'm putting out is lead hollow points that are probably doing cut the margin a lot, say 1650. And those I just made it play with. I dropped it down quite a bit from that to make it closer to what Elmer Keith asked for in the 44 Magnum, which is 250 grain bullet doing 1,200 feet per second.
Right.
I figured 200 grain doing 14 would be in the range of the same idea. And the second shot follow-up is not a problem. The 200 grain at 14 is quite manageable. I mean, it's not special manageable, but still really. The gun just jumps.
Yeah, that's what I noticed that on my third shot when I do not necessarily like wow, you guys are gonna think when I say rapid fire fucking like but like when I do like fucking like more than 5 shots drills and shit like that, fucking the third shot is where I notice 10 millimeter fucking starts rising. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like there's no recoil on the first shot into the second shot or nothing like that. But when I'm taking that third shot, that's when I notice I'm going up.
Tell you what, if you have a 22 LR gun that goes full auto, it'll rise.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially if you ain't expecting it to go full auto.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at that avatar, or that thumbnail, I mean, beside my name there on the chat, you can see that fucking gun is rising.
Yeah, as it should, yeah.
Because that's an upper limit load for that thing.
Well, I bump fired this 22 on paper, and it went up and it went up and to the left.
But you know, everybody says the no recoil of a 22. And anybody says that to me, I say, put that fucker up against your nose and hope you think there ain't no recoil. It's there, you just not enough feel on your shoulder.
Oh yeah, they are them. Yeah, gunmetal guy. I was looking for one. The reason why I didn't pull the trigger was because it was like $1,400, and I was hoping and waiting that the fucking price would go down, but that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. They're going up or staying the same, one or the other. But they're yeah, I would do it soon, just like he said. I
Well,
wish I would have got mine in the $800 days. Trust me.
I really would hang loose and see what happens with the midterm.
Fucking The Rock.
If the left loses control of both in the midterms, then a lot of this political bullshit will calm down, even though Biden's still president. He won't have any real power.
Yeah.
Any executive orders they don't like, they can ride.
What do you think about that, real quick? I'd like to wrap this up, but what do you think about that? Who do you think? You think Trump's gonna fucking pull one over on everybody again, or what?
God, I hope not.
Sneak in on this whole fucking better me than them platform.
If he ends up being the one that's put up there, I'll vote for him, but I don't want to.
I'd rather not, but I mean, but that's the thing. That's what I mean too. Well, one of the things that I mean by saying like our system's broken. You're forced to vote for somebody that you don't want to vote for because you only get to vote for these certain fucking people.
Second term, I wanted to vote for Reagan. I shit you not. Out of that, that's the only one that I really like. I mean, I did vote for both Bushes, but they wouldn't have been my first choice. I could have picked my choice would have been somebody different. Although Bush Sr., I wasn't so turned off by him. He just really didn't say shit. You didn't have the internet to put out every word he's ever fucking said that can be misconstrued for whatever back then. So, there were guys that were vocally more freedom-minded than Bush. But, I didn't want to vote for the other Bush. I didn't want to vote for Trump. But it would have been worse to vote for the other. So I would really like to see Abbott. I'd even consider DeSantis as president.
Yeah, that's what Shani was saying. Have them be on as Trump's vice presidents.
Yeah, but I would take it the other way around too. If DeSantis was president, Abbott was vice, it would work out probably similarly for either way.
Oh, but DeSantis has too much shit around him. He would never be fucking. They would never let him be president. The powers that be. Probably.
Abbott's got the being disabled in his favor.
Yeah, they could be our first handicapped. Oh no, fucking
John,
Roosevelt. Roosevelt was handicapped too. Who had polio?
Yeah, nobody knew about it though.
Yeah. That's why they got the little head fucking cave underneath the desk to hide his legs.
That's why they put doors on it. Yeah.
I call it.
And
the
that's
head
why
cave.
when he would walk to a stage, there'd be a person on each side of him holding him up.
Kind of almost like Weekend at Bernie's, but he was still alive.
Yeah. Now, he could actually stand on his own.
I could dance too, fellas. Let's go. And they just drag. He's on his fucking tippy toes being dragged around.
It's actually kind of amazing if you go through and look at all the shit they did to cover up the fact that the fucker couldn't walk.
They put fucking strings on FDR and fucking. Oh, that That'd be hilarious. I worked as FDR's marionette for 7 years.
Yeah, look at these biceps. Hold that fat fucker up.
It was a system of strings and pulleys. However the fuck.
Cogs and gears.
Cogs and gears and strings and pulleys.
It's all about the leverage.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see whoever the fuck, whoever is coming up next, it's gonna be at least their first term is gonna be fixing these fucking Biden fuck ups for sure. At least one term is getting spent on that.
So tell me, what would you think if Elon Musk said he wanted to run?
I I think that's a little bit much, but I would probably vote if he got up there like Trump did. I would put the vote in for Elon. Why not? But he does seem like he would conform to whatever the fuck he was told, though. Also, I mean, it would have to make him money, but of course, like, duh, it would. Whatever. I feel like he could be pushed in directions for money, but I'd still vote for him.
Yeah,
I'd vote for him. I feel the same way about Trump too.
well, I do too. I would look into Musk first about his pro-2A stance, but because I haven't heard.
Him and Joe Rogan. Was Joe Rogan pro 2A? They both got along pretty good. I imagine. I saw.
Connery says so. Not much will get done, but he will shape and groom the potential two potential successors. Talking about Abbott.
Yeah,
Undoing is getting done. I mean,
that is true.
that was one of the things Trump did early on was undo a lot of shit that Obama did. But I would just, I don't know, I'd rather have a president that had a little bit more of a filter.
Yeah.
There's some shit that you say that when it comes out your mouth, it's going to create controversy that isn't needed.
Yeah, I mean, I could also see having the backbone part was nice, but at the same time, I don't know. What my main concern is with our federal government is what their main concern should be, honestly, and that's fucking foreign shit. How do other countries look at America? How do other countries are they afraid of us? You know what I mean? That's one of my main concerns, because that's I mean really what if, in my eyes what the federal government is for anyway. Fucking worry about foreign shit. Don't worry about what's going on here. The state's got that covered.
Yes, figure out how we can own the whole damn world.
Yeah, or at least keep them not even keep them in control, but just keep them fucking in check. Yeah, go ahead, bomb us, motherfucker. Invade if you fucking dare, bitch. Or that
In-
type of shit.
Instead of a new world order and one world government, we would be the United States of the Earth.
Yeah, yeah. All of us are united as one, as it should be. But see, it sounds bad because you could make, like you control everything, but it ain't. You still do whatever it's just like America. You do whatever the fuck you want to do.
As long as the
Yeah.
left says it's okay.
Well, yeah, but consequences and such, all that shit is still gonna be fucking applicable.
So there's a lot of them that would have to be victims of war.
Yeah.
Afraid of
What do
guns?
you mean?
Bam! Good reason.
Oh yeah, okay, I got you now. Oh god.
A gun will never ever hurt you unless you're an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. Or make me mad. Oh. All right. I think that
Now,
this is another one in the can.
I prefer the United States of the Earth. It's much more macho than the United Federation.
Yeah.
Star Trek fucked that up. Because their federation is exceptionally liberal.
Yeah. Only the select few can have phasers.
And you can't ever carry them unless you're going to a place where an alien can eat you or kill you.
Well, why would you need them on the ship?
I know, that's leftist bullshit. You don't ever know that.
It's your safe space.
Beam me the fuck up, Scotty.
I second that. So this
I
is
wish
over
the fuck
with.
I had that soundbite available.
I don't-
Transporter sound.
I don't
No, I
know.
wish I did.
Oh, I don't
People
know.
would never ever believe that I did it if I did.
And then we just take a week break and no one hears from you for a week and just wonder what the fuck happened to Tony.
Good day, everybody.
Yeah, bye. Hold on. Now bye.
I know this is never day. I know this is just a play. Look at this now, my friend. The answer's right in front of you. You're watching the Hollywood podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the Hollywood podcast.